Jersey's Citizen Assembly on Climate Change is basically made up of 45 islanders who represent the population. They're discussing how we can reach carbon neutrality by 2030, and then they'll make some suggestions to the states. But one of the hot topics, of course, is road transport, because car vehicles make up around over a third of our emissions. Well, if we all switch from petrol and diesel cars to electric vehicles, for example, it would obviously help a huge deal. But could our infrastructure cope? Well, to answer that question, I'm joined here by Ian Wilson, who is Jersey Electricity's Energy Solution Manager. You've been responsible for putting a lot of this kind of infrastructure into Jersey. Could we seriously cope? Do we have enough chargers?
We actually outperform many jurisdictions in the UK, and when you consider a lot of those jurisdictions have got subsidies and third-party funding, we do outperform many regions. And also in terms of the density of EV chargers on the island, generally most people are no more than 2 miles from an EV charger.
At the moment it takes me 5 or 10 minutes to fill up my car at the pumps. It takes a while to charge an electric vehicle. Are they actually practical?
The majority of people will charge at home. So in terms of your petrol station analogy, you've got a petrol station at home. Unfortunately, not everybody can charge their vehicle at home, so we've put an infrastructure around the island that will allow people to charge overnight, during the day. They can charge slowly, they can charge quickly. The
take-up's been very slow, something like only 1.4% of vehicles in Jersey are ultra-low emission. Government had wanted it to be 10% by now in their 2014 energy plan. Is there anything you'd like to see happen that could encourage the take-up of electric vehicles?
I think government can look at fuel and look at petrol and diesel and the damage petrol and diesel does to the environment. The price of vehicles is starting to come down considerably. We're seeing lots more second-hand vehicles on the island. We're seeing electric vehicles now for £4,000 or £5,000, which I appreciate is still a lot of money for some people, but if we wind the clock back 5 years, they were £10,000 or £15,000.
Can you see the chance that we could have on-island produced renewable energy going into our cars and powering our cars?
So I think the first thing to say is we have locally produced renewable energy. Yes, we stand here today. We've put large PV arrays on Woodside Farm and Jersey Dairy. We're stood underneath one now, and they feed into the grid, and the grid feeds the cars. So there are electric vehicles driving around today that will be powered from energy that comes from the sun through our solar PV panels and into the EV charging grid.
Obviously technology is changing rapidly. What opportunities do you see that providing?
We're looking at what they call vehicle to grid, and that would be where if there's any spare capacity left in the vehicle overnight or early evening, say, we could draw that energy back into the grid and then recharge that vehicle overnight. Now,
cynics might say that you obviously want to, as Jersey Electricity, encourage us to have more cars because you're the only electricity producer on the island and it's going to mean more profits for the company. What would you say to that?
When you think you can travel 100 miles on a charge and a charge might cost you between £2 and £3, to put that into context, 2 or 3 of your kitchen appliances at home across a year would consume the same amount of energy as an electric vehicle. So in terms of the revenue we get from electric vehicles, it is really quite low.
Well, it obviously makes environmental sense, and as an island we will have to work together to try to reduce our emissions if we're going to meet the targets that are being set for 2030.